Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today I will do the reading for the 12th and the 13th of April 2023. This is general reading, so please take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Now, April is one of the most exciting months in 2023. If you think about that, then you will have some reasons, even a very small reasons or excuse to yourself to excite yourself, to feel that enjoyment, excitement of welcoming the new things coming toward you. So we have a couple of dates that are quite important in April. So we have the 6th of April, which is the full moon. And now we're stepping into the 11th of April, and tomorrow is 12 and 13. So this is when Venus moving into Gemini, bringing you the new ideas of how you want to improve your life, your health, your beauty, your general life in general, even your love life. And then we have another date which is quite important. This is on the 20th of April when we have the solar eclipse. And I think we will have the Mercury conjunct with Uranus on the 17th or 18th. So it's quite around the same times. So literally, if you imagine about a big pictures of what we are heading to, you will see that we are heading to new things. So it can be anything, but it will start with new ideas first, because remember, ideas, thoughts are the original source of all manifestation. Now, if we now learn how to be more logical and scientific, basing on spiritual wisdom, knowledge, we will start to learn how to make things and life happen the way you want, with more joy, with less forcefulness. So you don't feel like you have to struggle and try things too hard. Speaking of that, this type of energy, because it encourages people to invent the new ways of doing things, the new lifestyle, the new ideas, but then it also means that you will have to sacrifice and remove a lot of things. So it will go with the fear. It will go with a little bit scared of doing things. So once you aware of this type of idea, the logic of what we're doing, we will getting more motivated to try something new. But this will base on the influence of Pluto at the moment, because Pluto actually square both the north and the south nodes. It doesn't allow you to go the wrong way. So this is actually a good time to be very inventive, but you will stay under the guidelines. So people will find it's almost impossible to get off the track, to derail off the track where you meant to go. So this is like a very hidden support from the universe that we should take advantage of. So let's bring out all the ideas, whatever that you feeling like that you wanted to do, and have a deep thought, thorough thought about each one individual thought, and then figure out what is the best for you and what you're feeling drawn to the most. So let's go to the cards and we will see what spirits have for us for the next 2 days. Okay, so for the 12th and the 13th of April 2023, let's go to the oracle card first as usual, and we will see what we have for the next 2 days. The moon's gonna move to Capricorn. So it's a sense of something new is gonna be upgrading, basing on the current status of your emotion. So I've got a good feeling about the boost in the emotional life, personally speaking. So it can be something new coming into your life, when it comes to emotion. New excitement. This is really a positive vibe from the universe. And also, on 20, well, the thing is, when the energy trying to get in place of the outcome of what they want to produce, or people to produce, the tendencies will start to show you in real life if we pay attention to things happening around you. And the 20th of April, the solar eclipse, is also the mark of the new moon. And this new moon will transit through Taurus. So that's why I say there is something new coming in for people. There's a good chances that you're gonna meet the love of your life. There are good chances that you will fix things with people and upgrading the relationship, the existing relationship, if you're getting on with each other, if you got the right partner. So let's see the first card we have. This is a star code Astro. So we have the 7th house relationship. I couldn't believe it. I was just thinking about the moon, because the moon was in Sagittarius. It's kind of like checking if you are ready, if the people ready, if this is the divine timing is now. So it depends on which day, which date, how people are gonna meet. So there's some sort of guidance being provided around this time. So keep your vibrations high and positive, because you want to attract the same thing, if you see what I mean. Because if you upset, if you depressed, you might attract those people like the karmic type. Of course they're not gonna stay, because it's not meant to be in that karmic cycle anymore. But the mechanism of how energy works is you will attract the same vibe. So if you let yourself like at the low level of energy, but it's impossible with the boost around like this. However, in case somehow if you pay attention to what you've been through, when you are low, you tend to attract the people that comes and take advantage of your weakness. That's what happened. So now we have 7th house relationship. Number 45. This is gonna be a lot of Sagittarius, not just some people, will benefit from this divine plan, divine timing of the clan. So there's something coming in. That's why I kept saying that I always see the visions of the foundations emerge, and then things will change around you. Because obviously you learn how to protect your energy. This is the logic. You learn how to increase it. So you become the master of yourself gradually, step by step. Of course, that there will be people still practices it. But if you want the nice things, the best things, then the only way is to learn and start to put into practice, apply it into your life. Now, because I'm talking about this number, because there is something about the 4 and then the 5. So it's like the continual of the transitioning when you going up to the certain level where you meant to go. So it's the image of you stepping into the new divine plan, and it's a relationship. So this is wonderful. It's just compatible with the energies going on at the moment. Okay, so the second card, let's go to the Starseed Oracle. With the Starseed, let's see what we have. The Starseed Oracles for the 12 and the 13. There's some of the cards stuck here. Maybe I would use one of the cards stuck here. Let's use this one. because this deck is still new, you know, so it will take some time for me to shuffle until it's get separate from each other. So the deck, the card is the deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. This is wonderful. This is like the vast transformations of your emotional life from within to the outside. So they actually relevant to each other tightly, because once you realize that you are the one that hold you back and stop you from feeling better, and you start to receive all the healing energy from the portal. Now there's a lot of healing portals opening recently, from the moon, the sun, and now Jupiter's aligned with the sun, and this alignment stays for quite some time. So as long as this energy is still going on with the Mars in the Mars in trine with Saturn at the moment. Now Saturn is very spiritual planet because it's ruling Pisces, but Saturn is actually about time. There's something about you taking your time of working on the proper steps to allow yourself to reach the final rewards that been prepared for you. This is a bit deep. However, if you give yourself the time on things, on thoughts, on plans, on even relationships, on the type of people you want to date, for example, in case you got multiple options, you allow that time to show you the reality, to show you the clarities, because it's supposed to be exposed. That's what the universe does at the moment. When you allow that, you show yourself that you now getting much wiser, coming to knowledge, obtaining the wisdom from the sky. You allow yourself to save your energy, not struggle, not create the resistant energy and try things that are not meant for you. So you learn it the hard way, but now it's the time to show how fast, how far you have come, and things will fall in places somehow. From now until 20th, it's there might be a lot of unexpected surprised in a good way of events or people coming toward you or opportunities presented to you. After 20th of April, you will start to have that feeling of now is the time to go out there and try all the things that you've been gathering and preparing, mentally speaking. Speaking of that, I want to share my experience with some people, because I know that sometimes when we stuck, we feel like, especially in the situation that we cannot do much, nothing much that we can, get involved yet. We will tend to fall in depression because we feels like we're getting impotent. We cannot do things. But once you realize that the mind is very powerful, it's actually the most powerful thing of everything on the living planets. When we work on the mind, things will start follow and moving somehow. Once you start to realize that and keep practicing and push your limit, so it's, in other words, when you start to get the sense of something and you start to test it, and you see some moving and result, and that is when you will how I say, being about to open the whole new horizons without knowing, if you see what I mean. And people can only see it when you open the door. That's the thing. So imagine if you don't open the door, but you actually can see the world behind it, the space behind it. What would you do if you see that is a field of a field of fruitful trees and plants and flowers, joyful garden? Then would you open it? But that's why there's a cut about the glimpse door for that reason. So people will need to have to see some glimpse of what behind it. So they've been driven, or else most most people before they comes to the awakened of the mind, um, they tend to see things when the door closed, and they tend to see the door. So that was a problem in the past. But I'm sure that with this type of energies going on, people will start to have a higher perspective of view on things. Okay, now let's go to relationship. We have the relationship, so I don't think we need this. So we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you guided to take. I have the feeling, this card is about you gonna meet someone that you think, I'm not sure if this the type of I usually dated before. Something about because it's too new to you, but it's worth exploring, right? So that this is the advice from spirit. Say, don't hesitate. Just give it a go and see how you feel. Now the tarot, interesting. The reason why I say it's interesting because the general energy is gonna be the Six of Cups. Someone's from the past gonna contact you. I even see more than one energy here. This is the Six of Cups here, actually like the lovers rather than, the traditional way of interpreting this Six of Cups. It's just the energy that you feel. There's a cross energies here, but we'll clarify that. But someone's really regret, because the Six of Cups here is also the revelations of your true authentic self, the versions of yourself that you have evolved. You evolved, but you come back to the original of yourself. That's the thing. It's just with a higher level and a bigger layers of things that you captured this life, if you see what I mean. So something about you getting matured, and people now see it and regret. So the Six of Cups here is like people see you shining like the Six of Wands. So the challenge of this is, that's interesting because Mercury not retrograde yet, but this will, eventually this will happen because Mercury will retrograde after conjunct with Uranus for a while, and it will retrograde, and that will be the time that. But this is about the string of Pluto to the node at the moment, and because Pluto is gonna retrograde too, it allows people to clear anything that unfinished. So it's not yet in that process, but because people not aware of what they're doing, if you remember, I kept saying that most people they're not aware of because people are very ignorant. Majority of people are ignorant. The nature of people are being ignorant. So the challenge is the King of Pentacles. This is quite interesting. I think this is about one of the people from the Six of Cups. Now, here's the thing. The, you will get a little bit confused about this type of energy because you know for the fact that the two people having the separate lives because you don't share the path, you don't share the same goal and mission, but for some reason you feeling like maybe this is like the test from the universe to see if you can get off the old patterns of the way you thought. Someone received some sort of money somehow, and it kind of makes you think: isn't it better if it's to be practical, to team up with someone? That's that kind of idea. The sense of the energy here is in the challenge, but it's also not the challenge so you overcome because you need to sort something, but it's merely a test, if you see what I mean. So it's there, but it's actually not existing. This is in your mind. So that is the challenge, the way you think. This reminds me of the energies of the moon in Capricorn. The moon in Capricorn is the emotions involved in abundance, materials, like material emotion. Does it make sense? It makes it kind of like you're trying to think the practical way. That let's put it that way, the material way. That is exactly the main theme. That is the main theme of how Pluto string people, both north and south, both the past experience and the manifestations of the future. Until you really have to learn how to renovate the way you think, because you're supposed to become a new version of yourself. That's the only way the new light comes to you, because things matching your frequency. To me, it's actually the big blessings from the universe, because if the universe is not doing that, people will never change. And this is for the better. As the collective speaking, if everyone think positive and inventive with the new ways, material free, it will create that harmonies and peace worldwide eventually. And it will, because that is the trends of the next 20 years, if you remember that. Okay, so your higher self, let's see the message from your higher self. We have the 10 of Wands. Get ready, people. Your old life is about to disappear. I think it's actually on the way of disappearing already. You might have relocated by now. You might have settled in with the new ways of doing things already. But something about to happen to free you like overnight. I mean, like there's some very surprise things coming toward you with the 10 of Wands. Now, let's see your mentality. This is really great. And I think, you know, there's there's a repeated patterns that I can see here because I've been doing this for a year now. See these people from the past or the flings that if you have anyone, whenever that you about to meet someone nice, that they tend to pop up to kind of like interrupt you. Very similar type of the Mercury retrograde. So the mentality you have, the Empress, you're stepping into some amazing time ahead of you. If you don't see it now, don't worry. Just work on your energy. I promise it will come. There is something about you gonna get extra things in your life. Depends on what you prioritized. It can be a new family, it can be a new baby, it can be a new relationship, it can be anything you want. Focus on that, you will get extra things, extra values with the Empress. Okay, now let's see what's coming toward people for the 12th and the 13th of April. The outcome energy. The Six of Wands. So I was right the whole reading since beginning. When I see the Six of Cups, I see the Six of Wands. Something about you grow and you are so stable now, and this is thanks to your healing. If you think about that, if you heal yourself, you allow yourself to keep your energy stable, you will attract a lot of people and a lot of opportunities. Okay, so let's clarify this reading. Now, Six of Cups. Whose is that? And what this person want with you? It's the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is actually your energy anyway. So, as I say, this doesn't have to be your ex. It could be anyone that you met before. Doesn't need to be a relationship. It's a test. It's coming back to see if you say no. But the Queen of Swords, it's your energies. You're not interested anymore. So let's see the King of Pentacles, because this is the person who, they're not challenging you, but I think they just feeling, how I say, I think they just want to show off you with something that they received recently. They got something about money, because of the King of Pentacles here with quite a big money, like a loan sum of something. So let's see, the King of Pentacles is clarified by, I think they want to offer you something. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so it's, you know, this is a sense of maybe they got a new home, they buy a new place, or they got a new money or something like that. And the challenge here is about, this is a sense of showing off. It's a bit like immature energy here. It's like, hey, look, I've got this. Do you want some of it now? That's the idea. But the Queen of Swords say, no thanks. Why are you doing that? It's silly. So that is what is about to come. I still want to see what the Six of Cups want to say something, because I have the feeling this person want to say something. So let's So let's clarify the Six of Cups and the King of Pentacles. It's the Six of Swords. So, you know, the tide, the energy is exactly what we saw. Um, they're not really plan on, you know, coming back or saying anything, or it just kind of like a little bit showy. It's, if you see what I mean, if you understand what I mean. Anyway, if it happens to you, you will understand exactly what this reading about. Someone will tell you, hey, I've got this, I've got something, I'm good to go now. And this is actually good because the new relationship is actually on the horizon, so it's coming. It's supposed to happen today or yesterday. Because I remember in my reading for the 10 and 11, we have the Nine of Wands. So watch out, because someone's gonna come. Love is in the air. So the 10 of Wands, let's see, the red 10 of Wands, we have the the 10 of Wands clarified by the 5 of Wands. Wow, a new fresh start coming in for you. Now the 10 of Wands is about you coming to an end of something, right? But it's also about thing changes. Thing changes unexpectedly. Because you come to 10, you don't have any more to prepare after that. You was got the 0 and 1 straight away, if you see what I mean. And the fight of Wands here is about the bonding between you and whoever that, you know, say hello. I've got the money, I've got the new place, I've got a new house, another new car, whatever it is. It's about to be over. Because the Fight of One is about clearing those that the conflict. So the conflict's being resolved. Now, when I talk about conflict, don't think that because when there is something clashing with each other and there's a conflict, we're talking about the energy. The conflict might have taken place before. Doesn't matter, even previous life, if you see what I mean. But the energies is always preserved. The whole universe, it doesn't get lost. The only way and the quickest way and the easiest way to clear all these things is when you're alive here. Think, and that is very important message. Try to keep that in your mind. So in the future, you will always have the ideas of how to make the best for you. So we don't have to go back and clear up things. Okay, so now let's see the Empress. The Empress is clarified by the Hangman. This is what I'm talking about. There's no more waiting, no more delay. You're gonna turn into the new page immediately. A new life. So people actually stepping into new life, and you might not see it now, you might not look it that way. But if you put your mind into the idea of, oh, the new life, we're stepping into the new life, you will see the new life. Because the preparation is done. Everything's ready. So the Six of Wands, let's see, there's some things really, really great happening here. That people really happy. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Cups. Well, so the main theme for this reading is about people clearing whatever left over energies with the people that not needed anymore in their life. You're not needed for them. They're not needed for you. So try to think it's equally and fairly to everyone and yourself, because the blessings is working for everyone. It's just a matter of who has a higher dignity and spiritual blessing. That's one will get the better rewards. Okay, guys, so this is all I've got for you. This is for the 12th and 13th April. Prepare yourself with a new life. Something really great, because this kind of meetings or conversation with the old people is also some sort of a test, but it's not quite a challenging test because you already made up your mind. But it's the moment you can walk away or allow people to walk away as separated, is the moment you welcome your new life going in for you. And if you already done it, then prepare that a lot of new things gonna flowing in. It's like you're gonna be flooded with blessings. uh, and don't complain when you're being flooded with blessings, because you're gonna enjoy it. Okay, guys, so this is all I've got for you. If you like what I'm doing, please like, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. If you want to donate, please find the donate button in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you, and bye bye.